Hey people, Intratier 53 Faction War. This is Hades Wastes and Orks versus Space Marines. The blue Orky team. Got a Warboss, it's Ghaz. This guy walks through objects, very strong offense, disruption and support from the front lines. Alongside, Northen with a Mekboy, teleporting hero fighting in ranged combat, puts us good damage with a bunch of Orky gadgets. Rounding off the team, Dark Archon with a Kommando knob, infiltrating hero that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style, begins in ranged combat with a twin link shooter. Red Space Marines, Paranoid Kamikaze is an Apothecary, support hero fighting in melee combat by default, begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura. Also never seems to have a neck, which is a bit weird. This is the Ultramarines DLC. I think they slightly recolor it. Kamikaze, yeah, got some green and stuff in there. Alongside, Cheesecake Actual with a Techmarine, starts off with a bolt gun, puts out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair, also with the Ultramarines DLC, but in the default colours there. And rounding off the teams, Peroncho Devaluador with a Force Commander, very strong offense, fighting in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs and stuff. Where's it kicking off? A little bit of action west side, nope. Warboss is actually relatively calm. Those are heavy crush walls, by the way, so we can't walk through them. They're going to meet some shotguns. No shotguns yet for Kamikaze. They're backing off there. They can't see what we can see. But they know there's Orks there now. On the east side, a bunch of Daka try and target the scouts. They will get torn up pretty quickly by double Ork shooters, sluggers, not quite able to get in. Here comes a Force Commander from the flank, and Tactical Marines getting into melee. This is bad. All of a sudden, quite bad for Dark Archon. Scouts didn't drop a model. The attacks are quite low. Commando's actually trying to melee them here. Maybe he should have stood there and tried to shoot them, or stood there and shot the scouts. The scouts get flanked by double sluggers. Surely they don't make it out. They don't make it out. Double sluggers here for Northen, and both have their burners already. I'm hearing stuff west side. It's shotgun blasts. Double shotguns in play for Paranoid Kamikaze. Help to control the melee Ork stuff. Warboss is still a pain in the arse though, isn't he? Almost got the Apothecary there. Bang Bang Hammer in play. Buffing nearby allies on hit. Even when he kicks you, doesn't even need to hit you with the hammer. You still get those buffs. What is it? 5% damage and speed by 0.15 for 10 seconds. So you should be able to get like 5 attacks off in those 10 seconds if it's a stand-in fight. Just kicked a Tactical Marine to death. I love that animation. Back towards the east side, Force Commander battle crying some sluggers. Needs to be a little bit careful though, because we have a Mekboy here with the Death Gun. Couldn't quite get him down, but here come yet more sluggers. This is Dark Archon sluggers, and they have their burners up. Getting burners up quickly, these guys. What about Ghaz? No burners for these fellas. Big shooters for both of the shooter boys of Dark Archon as well. Nothing for Ghaz though. More sluggers on the way for Northen. We're going to see a triple slugger Ork. This is going to be awesome. Triple slugger into Painboy would be wicked fun to see. Don't know if they'll do that though. Don't know if they'll do that. Devastator's up for Paranoid Kamikaze, getting their advanced targeting. Vengeance rounds, of course, heavily nerfed. Used to do 900% more damage to vehicles, now it's 650%. They're still pretty good. Still pretty good. And they can transition into a las cannon from this now, I believe. They'll get the 65% damage to infantry as well. Doesn't suppress while it's active though. Customized Stormbolt in play for the Apothecary. Power bashing this fully built up contested power on the west side. Using the Vengeance rounds to good effect. Getting some XP all around there. Double shooters will have a look. They can maybe target the scouts. They tried to. They're actually really good at shooting down on Apothecary as well. When he fully upgraded shooters in tier 1. They're not fully upgraded yet. They need their knob leader fella. Did he get more burners? They did get more burners. So maybe we won't see the Painboy because they've spent a lot of power already on the mech. Death Gun and the 3 burner upgrade. Burners give them a couple of power melee weapons and a health boost, but they're going to drop one. One of them gets dropped. Warboss comes charging in with Angry Bits. Not quite close enough to buff that group of sluggers though. More sluggers having to flee. Those were Isk Northens. Hard boys on these sluggers from Ghaz's global bar. They could have got the Apothecary there, Isk Northen, if they weren't bashing power. They should get a full power bash here, I think. And Isk goes tier 2, so does Dark Archon, so does Peroncho, Devaluador, and Cheesecake Actual. What are you up to? Axe of the Mechanicum still has the best name of the year, I think. 410 to 476 gets a decap on the rec point, gets a full power bash, maybe even a decap on the power here. They're going to try. The Ultramarine fellas all ganging up now. Trying to rebuff this Ork advance. They did not get the decap on the power. We have a melee Techmarine, ladies and gentlemen, with Axe of the Mechanicum. And Bionics coming in. Most likely get the shield up as well. Could see a powerful sweep immediately when this Bionics kicks in. Warboss runs away. Shotgun blast for the sluggers. Yep, refractor field coming in. Cheesecake Actual having to retreat though. Oh, nasty DPS on those scouts. Almost got them. Almost. Oh, did get them. Did get them. Those were Cheesecake scouts as well, I think. Were they fully upgraded? I know they had shotguns. I only see 3 bodies there, so I don't think they had their sergeant. Mekboy teleports in for some death gun action. Not getting a sound effect for that for whatever reason. It's bugged out a bit. But we still have sound. I haven't had sound bug for many months, as you may have noticed in the replays, since starting to use VSync in Dawn of War 2. So I recommend everyone do it. Turn on VSync or limit your frame rate in some other way, and it seems to dramatically cut down on instances of sound bug, or in my case, completely remove instances of sound bug. 402 to 445. Tactical Marines run away there. For those that don't know what sound bug is, it's a bug that has plagued the game for many years now. Basically, you lose sound and then inevitably the game crashes. Just throw that VSync on. And it can be any type of VSync, I think. I use fast VSync, which is great. On the west side, Warboss with spiky armor now. He's ready for some melee fighting. But so is the Techmarine. Refractor field is pretty cool because it debuffs the accuracy of stuff that shoots at him, but doesn't give him weapon knockback immunity like other shields. It's a cool shield though. Would like if they varied up the shields a bit in the game, because basically all of the other ones operate in exactly the same way. Just damage for energy with a knockback immunity on it. 371 to 445. Death Dread. Trying to get some power bashing. Techmarine trying to repair. It's not going to work, buddy. These guys getting a missile launcher? They are. Missile launcher is on the way. Trying to tie up the Death Dread now so it can't use its flamers. Which is working. And the missile launcher is going to come in. It might get one shot at least. Need to keep them moving. Oh, I didn't move fast enough. And Death Dread charges away. They got one shot. They did get one shot with the missile launcher. Assault squad here on the Weird Boy. This is Dark Archon's Weird Boy. Took a bunch of damage from that tank buster volley though, didn't they? Now tying up some shooter boys. Might see a stun bomb from the Kommando. Oh, no need. Here comes the Death Dread. Having to jump away there, the Assault Marines. Getting onto the tank buster. Taking a lot of damage though, the Assault Squad. Leveling up to 2. Dropping a model. Might drop another one soon. Death Dread on retreat path maybe. Oh, didn't smack them. They might have been able to finish them off with the Death Dread there. We have a Terminator Force Commander, by the way, for Peroncho Devaluador in tier 3. Going for a heavy flamer. I'm intrigued. Back to the west side. We got some Dreadnoughts. Awesome. Cheesecake Actual with a melee Dreadnought. And Paranoid Kamikaze with a Assault Cannon Dreadnought. Suddenly Dreadnoughts. And in response, we see tank busters from Isk Northen. Mekboy is down, by the way. towards the east. Should get revived there though. Power bashing Orks on the eastern edge. Terminator Force Commander chasing down the Kommando with that Power Fist. An 85 DPS Power Fist. Are you going to help? Nope. Weird Boy doesn't want to stun him or anything. And the Commander Knob goes down. I think maybe they were waiting for the cooldown on their stun bomb, but it came a little bit too late. Inspiration on melee kill there for the Dreadnought. They got did they get all the gens? Are those being rebuilt? No, I think they got one gen and the node maybe, those double burner sluggers. That was alright. Meanwhile, southwest, trying to power bash is Paranoid Kamikaze. Shotgun blast is nicely timed. Tank Buster Barrage sets up a Death Dread assault though. That was pretty cool. Death Dread did a special though, which kind of wasted. Just wanted to get a regular couple of attacks in there, I think. The Dreadnought went down, unfortunately. That was Paranoid Kamikazes. Wasn't paranoid enough. Sent this Dreadnought way too far forward. Double tank busters here for Ghaz. Double tank busters for Northen as well. Tons of AV all of a sudden for the Orks. This Dreadnought is on notice, but it's also got an assault cannon now. So it can stay at range and do tons of anti-infantry DPS. Sluggers being almost wiped out by the Techmarine, now level 3. Aiming what's that, suppresses him, but gets in on those shooters, kills one. Getting a decent chunk of XP here. Peroncho Devaluador's Force Commander runs. Assault Squad never got their Sergeant, I don't think. And Tax also running. What are they all running from? Oh, Warboss was pissed off, I think. Level 3 Warboss. Sneaky Kommando going for the VP, most likely. Level 2 Mekboy here. These guys are sweeping left. And looks like the Space Marines have already rotated here to defend. Not a lot of them though. And yeah, the Dreadnought needs to be very careful. Death Dread still rocking. Takes a missile launcher shot. Techmarine goes in on the sluggers. That was a powerful sweep just as he was knocked over there, I think. Which is why the sluggers fell over. Tank busters. Maybe they can time a good barrage here. Death Dread is staying on the missile launcher tax. There's a level 3 tax as well, so they're doing some good damage. Especially with the Force Commander around, they can pop for the Emperor and get that damage buff on any squad at a moment's notice. What is this? Paranoid Kamikaze doing some good work on the power, getting a decap on it. It's alright. What is this? Kommando being sneaky. Got the VP, now decapping the fully matured wreck point there. Force Commander's not happy. I think they're going to get it though. Assault Squad still don't have their Sergeant. Smack. I like that overhand power fist smack he does. Assault Squad I think can finish him off. Yeah, should have just got out of there rather than trying to stun bomb. Maybe they wouldn't have made it either way. 290 to 353. They're keeping people off this power, Paranoid Kamikaze. Orks are forward capping as well though on this side, getting the wreck point and the power. Getting their VP back as well, the Space Marine team. We got a looted tank on the way and a Knob Squad on the way for Northen and Dark Archon respectively. Weird Boy is still here, has the bigger brains for over there. Gives him more health as well. Where's the Warp Vomit? No Warp Vomit. Gonna be Foot of Gork. Decent hit. And I think gets away from the Force Commander. Wow, that was close. That was really close. I thought they were going to Warp Vomit this guy to stun him, but they really wanted that Foot of Gork out. West side. Warboss is getting very upset by this full auto. Oh, they didn't shoot them with the Devastator though. There's a stomp. Opens up an avenue of attack. Double tank busters though are about to be heavy bolted, so they back off. And red team have the west side. Looted tank is going east for now. Got a decap on their VP. They need to grab back the Orks. We've got a War Banner randomly here near the power. And here's the Knob Squad for Dark Archon. Tier 3 melee infantry. incredibly powerful, especially when they're supported and when they're fully upgraded. These guys have their meaner and greener upgrade at the moment. You can tell by the little plus icon on their decorator there. Allows them to use Frenzy, which they might have already used. Gives them, I think it's 8 seconds of suppression immunity and a big damage resistance buff, 75%. It does cost you red to use. On the west side, kicking off. Looted tank. Death Dread is still around. Great to see. A really nice assault cannon barrage though on the sluggers. Death Dread gets through. Big boom shot disrupts the tactical marines, and the Techmarine might go down. Techmarine will go down and does go down. The attacks run, but I think the Dreadnought has survived. Yes, I think it's going to survive. Need to grab the VP, fellas. Triple cap for the Space Marines. There we go. Mekboy's on it. Power bashing heavy flamer force commander, making very short work of the gens. We got some Terminators as well with Cyclone missile launcher, looking dashing in their pink or violet or whatever this color is. I'm bad with colors, guys. It looks pink to me. 160 to 339. Single cap here. I want to see some of those. We've got double flash kits. I want to see some melee commandos. They got nerfed a bit in 2981, which is what we're on now. Now limited to 1, and I think their stun bomb shares cooldown with the other bombs and stuff that they have, I believe. They get stun bombs and stick bombs and like an Orky crack grenade. Those guys are cool. As well as a heavy melee weapon, I believe. Speaking of heavy melee, Nob Squad. Still without their Nob Leader though. That Nob Leader's awesome. He's got over 1,000 hit points by himself, the Nob Leader. He's scarier than a lot of heroes are by the end of the game. I think he's got 1050 hit points, the Nob Leader. 155 to 321. Tank Buster Barrage gets a decent hit on a Dreadnought. It's a dark age of technology Dreadnought. I can't believe this Death Dread is still alive, by the way. Awesome to see. They're going quite hard after the Dreadnought there. Tank Buster Barrage going for the tank. It backs off. Death Dread goes down just as I said that, of course. Taken out by the Predator. They're still chasing. Looted tank going really far forward to try and get this done. Sluggers are on it. And they have their Nob Leaders. And they get the Predator. Looted tank is pushing their luck here. Trying to get shots on the Dreadnought. Oh, they know they're backing off, I think. I think it's smart to do so. Dreadnought survives, now needs repairs badly. I think Blessing of the Omnicide is active from the Techmarine, and they're going to go back and repair it by hand as well. 155 to 292. Warboss level 3. Got a level 3 mech. Level 2 Kommando. He's got the sneaky infiltration kit. And here comes a Land Raider Redeemer for Peroncho Devaluador. Terminator's up for Paranoid Kamikaze. Just popped a heal on them there. Assault cannon. Looks like armor of the Apothecary is in because this guy's running around really fast. Yep, there it is. Heal gets more powerful every level, by the way. He's at level 5 now. So it's a big chunk of a heal. Oh, Force Commander. Powerfully is doing some work here on the looted tank. One more rear armor hit might do it, but I don't think he can catch this thing. Yeah, it's going to survive. And sluggers can repair, and there's 2 sluggers right there. What else we got going on? Librarian on the way for Peroncho Devaluador. They got the Land Raider Redeemer up. Is it going west side? It's not. They're going to try and keep pressure up on this VP with it, I think. Force Commander. Did you get the... Yeah, I think they are retreating back to the Land Raider, so it is up in time to get that. Can retreat back to a Land Raider and reinforce off it, as well as some health regen. Fantastic support platform. Commando's being sneaky. Still no upgrades for those Assault Squad fellas. Nob Squad, now with the Nob Leader and their huge hammers. And they're pretty huge. It's not easy to pick out the Nob Leader in that areas of the helmet. Looking vaguely like an Orky Viking. I'm into it. West side. Decapping scouts here. Got a little bit of a burst of fire from the Mekboy as they started the decap. And there's a big boom shot. Gets them off it, but they got the decap. flash kits. They need their blasters. These guys have blasters, but the other two don't. There we go. They're on the way. Blasters are really bad news for Terminators. Well, for heavy infantry in general. Terminators now backing off. But they do have a chance to knock over the flash kit that's firing them, which... very orky thing. 146 to 245, 100 VPs in it. Space Marines with the lead. They're not capping their VP though. Nob squad on the warpath, popping their frenzy. Getting disrupted like crazy though by the Cyclone missile launcher. The assault squad should have used that to retreat. I think they're going to be okay still. Yes, they are. Librarian on the field with the 4-staff. Over 70 power melee DPS and gives him the awesome force barrier. Nob squad on some tactical marines here. Good special from the Librarian. That was really quick, that animation. And good knockback strength too. Veil of Time was up on the Terminator Force Commander there. Back to the west side. There's a big gaggle of Orky tanks that got melted. Oh, they got... I bet it was... yeah, it was Orb of the Omnissiah there that shut them all down. Are they taking it? They are taking it. Shooters are capping. Tank Buster Barrage. Dodged. Mostly dodged. And we got another Dreadnought. Awesome. Cheesecake actual with the Dark Age of technology on it. That's the same one, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. It's the same one. It survived that push into base. Level 3. Here comes a barrage. Are all the flash kits with blasters now? No, one of them still doesn't have the blasters. Still good weapons. I think they're called snaz guns. Those fancy flash kit shooters. Tank Buster Barrage got some decent hits there. 127 to 245. Where is the Land Raider? It's still on the east side. They do have both of these VPs, so I guess it's doing some work over here. Nob squad. Don't have a lot of XP yet, these fellas. It can be hard to kill the Marines. Kommando Nob is down there. He's got his rocket launcher. Down goes a looted tank. Las Cannon Pred getting it done. There's the remains of one of the Dreadnoughts. Triple looted tanks, though, coming to help out the east side. Should be focusing down those attacks, I think. Oh, no, they're in retreat. Everything's in retreat. This is what retreat looks like if you're a Terminator. You just run away slowly. Mekboy, we might see a... oh, he just came in to get vision for the rocks. I'm going to say we might see the beamy death gun soon. Only got one good hit on the Land Raider though. Nob squad might kill this Terminator Force Commander here. Teleports away. Sluggers to give some repair support. Looks like they don't want to push the Land Raider super hard. Oh, here we go. They are pushing it. Frenzy up on the Nob squad. Commander Nob still down right there. Tanks are stopping and starting, but the Orks are being super aggressive across the map now. Have a little look at this. Warboss with the claw, and Flash gets backing off. And they are on the Land Raider here. Terminator Force Commander, maybe they can focus him down. Land Raider needs to move, surely. There's tank busters and triple looted tanks here. Predator tank helping out. They didn't finish off the Land Raider. Down to 10 hit points. That is a big mistake, I think. I guess they couldn't stay there much longer. This last kind of Predator is vicious. Just tore through a couple of tanks there. On rear armor, of course. You see Peroncho getting more scouts to help repair. That was cool. I'm sure the Cyclone missile launcher did some work as well. I didn't see it though. West side. These Space Marines absorbing that aggression, now pushing back out. On the VP. Look at the blasters though. They're so nasty. There's some advanced healing. Can they focus down the Apothecary? That's one reason to keep the snaz guns, I think, and shoot down the Apothecary from really long range with the snaz guns pretty well. Need some repairs on this guy. Pretty badly. Techmarine's here to help. And both of the scouts are doing it as well. It'll take a little while, but they'll get there. Some pressure here from Kamikaze. They're pressuring this power whenever they get the slightest opportunity. Got the gen down. Actually really good power bashing from that assault cannon, you know. Look at that, it's pretty quick. Pretty damn quick, especially when you've got the other models and their storm bolters. Double cap for the Space Marines. Under 100 VPs for the Orks. The Dreadnought is still here, level 4 now. Awesome. 1897 hit points. Vanguard veterans jumping in for Kamikaze. There is a Orks. Didn't do too much though. Bit of a waste of a Orks there, I think. Triple flash kits. Pouring damage onto the Terminators, having to teleport away there. Tank Buster Barrage. Going for the Dreadnought. Tons of damage. Holy crap. I wonder if that would have wiped it if it was level 1. I think it would have. I think it would have. Because Dreadnoughts come out at 1200, don't they? 34 to 179. The Orks need to get on this VP now. Meanwhile, east side, more pressure from Peroncho. On the natural VP, Kommando's back to his feet with that rocket launcher. Can't believe the Land Raider Redeemer survived that. Land Raider is now up to full hit points, basically. Hey, Battle Wagon all of a sudden from Dark Archon. Nob Squad alongside it. Got a couple more looted tanks on the way for Isk, Northen, and Ghaz as a Nob Squad. And with the Warboss buffs, it can make a Nob Squad terrifying, even more terrifying. Where is the Mekboy down? Oh, right there. Underneath the Land Raider, basically. From where they were before, I believe. 15 to 177. Orks are cutting this awfully close. And the west side is turning red again. Oh, the flash gets left to go and help the east side. I think they should have stayed here. And because they are area of effect weapons, I mean, they're still doing good damage. The Apothecary heals himself. Now Terminator's helping and they're backing off it. They're pushing really hard on the east side, the Orks now. Double sluggers running in. Nob Squad is there. Tank busters. Really effective frag assault though from the Land Raider Redeemer. Here's the double tanks. Not sure why they're getting so close. Tank buster barrage is pretty damn effective. Flash kits with the blasters actually don't want to shoot at the Land Raider. They're not super effective at it. Tank buster barrage gets it down. But there's an orbital coming in. Down to 10 VPs, the Orks as well. They might have lost it. 2 to 1 for the Space Marines. It's a good orbital as well. That's a really good orbital. 1 to 1 cap now. The battle wagon is still around. Where is it? It's right there. Kommando goes down. He'd get a decap though. That was vital play potentially. And the Nob Squad pushing through with frenzy up. They need to create some space here if they can. Can the Orks get anything to that west side? I think the Warboss is going there. Can use their charge to speed themselves up maybe. Nob Squad very low on hit points, but they have got full momentum from the hammers on those models. I think they're doing tons of damage per swing. And there's Call the Boys. Call the Boys from Dark Archon. Gets the Nob Squad back up to full strength. There's the game though. Space Marines had it with a single cap at the end. Warboss couldn't quite get here in time. Did they use their charge? They are missing energy, so maybe they did to get there. That was cutting it close. Level 4 Warboss, a level 4 Mech, and a level 2 Kommando. With a level 8 Apothecary. Level 6 Techmarine. Always great to see a melee Techmarine and a Terminator Force Commander. Peroncho was super effective on this east side, pressuring the VP. Great play from Paranoid as well to pressure this power so much. Look, they had scouts on it at the end. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Big thanks to these players for taking part in a faction war and sending it over for us to look at. I'll see you next time.